Is US crude bottoming out soon? Now, if it happen, who will benefit? Well, one thing for sure, OXY and China market to rally. So what is it all about? Well, believe me or not, I believe that US crude oil will be going back to $85 per barrel again. So with that, let's just do into the market check. Now, one thing to note, guys, is this, that the S&P has been going up, right? And seemingly is stuck at this area right now. You can see on the screen that is stuck somewhere around this area at apparently 6,115 area. So based on this right now, the market is asking, is this the top of the market? And in fact, Donald Trump's scoreboard now is really on the S&P, and everyone is hoping for the best. Now, based on what we are seeing right now, if the S&P continue to go up, there is a chance to see 6,300 for the S&P. But at the same time, on the flip side, there is a possible pullback to about 5,950 so that you retain the upside trend and maybe stagger up again. So let me know in the comment box what you think will happen for the S&P. But S&P will basically be looking at one thing, is that the commodity market has been really going up. You can see that commodity prices are all moving up and global growth seems to be in a steep hit right now. So the question is, can this continue? Now let's look at the copper futures price. Look at copper. Copper has been moving up apparently the last few weeks, right? You can see that from 800 it's moving to 860 again, and there's a very good chance it may continue to go to the 950 mark, which is right here itself. Now we've seen it before when copper price was being piled down by the traders, and then it took a while to recover. So with this right now, it is very, very possible that copper price may be going up. And if that happens, this is going to push inflation to the next level. And you can see the tariff is the main issue. So if Donald Trump continue to post more tariffs across the board, there will be a higher chance that things will get more expensive. And of course, what will happen next is crude oil. I believe that from the chart of OXY right now, we are near a bottom. As a matter of fact, you can see on both occasions, there were huge volume transacted over here. So I suspect that it's a matter of time we'll see this OXY going back to $60 again. At the current price right now at $48, I think the bet is on. And as long as the crude oil price stay strong, there is a very good chance, because we all know that Warren Buffett has been buying a lot of these shares. And of course, he knows that this company, the main revenue comes from the price of the crude oil. So from there, I'm pretty sure now with a deep discount at the moment, it's time to look into OXY. And I think that the near-term lowest point should be about $46, all right? So let's just look at the OXY with our indicator, all right? You can see from our own indicator, it's pretty clear here, is that every time when there is a diamond formation right here itself with the KCX, we do see a bit of recovery. So now we are seeing this happening, okay, just about 30th January this year. So now it's seemingly bottoming out. I felt that we're going to see the price going up in the near term. So with that, I think that traders can consider to look into this counter for now. And you can see that crude oil prices has already came down, and you can see from here that every time when it hit this top, it will pull back, right? So at the same time, when it basically stabilizes at the moving average, it will recover. So in my near term, I believe that crude oil price will go back up because we are now quite at the oversold region. And I think that the final price to go for this year at least will be about $85. So for those people who wants to buy some crude oil, I think that this could be a good time to buy. Now, of course, if there's going to be any recession in the market, crude oil price may actually come down. But I don't think so at the moment, because I think that Donald Trump will really want to have the US economy doing well. And every time when crude oil comes to $67, it's always a very good buy. So if now at $70, if you do see crude oil going down to $67, I think that is a steal for you to look into the market, yeah? And because now Donald Trump has a new campaign called Drill Baby Drill, I think that it's going to definitely push up the price of the crude oil. Now, if crude oil price go up, OXY goes up, then definitely we know that inflation will come in, right? Definitely for sure. So when inflation meets with crude oil, you can see that the way the two charts are moving is moving in tandem. So whenever crude oil price is going up itself, you can see that inflation follows. And now we all know that this Jerome Powell and friends are not very keen to actually cut interest rate, because they believe that inflation is still strong and they don't see that it coming off. So I suspect that they may know that the US crude oil could be going up in the near term, and that's why I suspect that we may see a $85 to a $90 zone in this year itself. And of course, that will definitely propel the OXY counter higher. So that's the reason why at this current price, we're looking for buying. Now, if that is the case, what do with China, right? Now, apparently China recently has went up, even despite all the tariffs, property woes, because if you notice that whenever crude oil price goes higher, China stock or China market has its hand inside. Because when China starts to recover in the economy, they'll spend, they will buy, they will use a lot of crude oil. And because of that, right, I believe that if crude oil prices go up and China stock going up at the same time, there is a possible relationship here as well. And now with the PBOC coming in to pledge support, I'm pretty sure now if crude oil price goes higher, it's definitely driven by the Chinese, and then they will be the one pushing up crude oil price higher, and then that will push up OXY. How you see this linking here. And because of that, you can see now Hong Kong shares are also have went up. So China GDP has been still pretty strong. I can see that it has been still improving all the way. And I believe that this will only lure in the hedge fund come to the market. And because of that, right now, you can see the top companies are all projecting a pretty decent 2025 estimate. Like example, Baidu, NetEase, right, and even Jingdong, their 2024 their numbers are not fantastic, but look at their forecast for 2025, all are between 5.6% to 8.3% to 3.5%, especially for Baidu. From a negative to positive is a very, very good result. So I suspect that the China stock, okay, which is the Shanghai index, will most likely recover and go back to 3,700. I think that will happen. At the moment now, it's about 33.46. I think that we have a 10 to 15% rally in the time to come over from now till 2020, end of 2025. As a matter of fact, if you look at my indicators, we just saw the boys are already coming in, and the retail has came in as early as 5th of February. So with this aspect here, I suspect that there will be an upside momentum for China stock itself. Then, of course, if China stock is going up, will the US stock be going up? I don't think so. I feel that the funds may be moving away from US to go to China. What do you think? Let me know in the comment box. Because we can see right now the Hong Kong market since January have been heavy buying on by the big boys. From relentlessly from 19,400, it went all the way down to 23,000. So I suspect that we are going to see more upside for Hong Kong market to even 26,000 in the time to come, because now everybody is buying into the China technology, China business, because what happened the last few years, they've been battered down. So now things is cheap, they're going back again, and then with PBOC coming in, this US crude oil coming in, all these should likely push the market higher. So if you look at it right now, the Shanghai stock index with the US crude oil, you can see that they really move in tandem. So every time if the US crude oil is going higher itself, we do see the China stock exchange also going higher, and this is all possible. So with all these things together, that's my must summary will be this: if US crude oil is going to go up, OXY will go up, and one of the catalysts that are going to push the crude oil higher will be the Chinese, and because of that, the stock market will also rally. So that let's take a look whether I'm right or wrong. This is Kelvin Tan signing off. Bye bye.